This is a sewer grinder pump would be installed between the home and the road that's there. And it would have a small diameter pipe that would go out to the roadway, and those would lead all the way to the sewage treatment plant at the Village of Aurora. So we've proposed the project along those lines on the idea that if the project is to move forward and gets the grant funding and then passes the other steps that are needed in order to actually do a project, that the contractor would come in and connect this to each of the homes along that project route, so that the sewage would flow into these grinder pumps and then all the way to the village treatment plant at Aurora. So there are gonna be, I suppose, many technical questions, but I think it's important to note that the district has been formed. The project is not moving forward at this point, and so 4 or 5 months from now, we'll find out from the funding agencies what grant funding may have been applied to our project. At that point, we'll know the following general kinds of numbers. I estimate the project might cost $33 million to build in total. We've applied for grant funding, which could be about half of that. If grant funding for half of that $33 million was applied by the state and federal governments, then the remaining portion could be distributed to the remaining 450 or so homeowners along this route, which would result in a capital charge each year of about $1,400, plus your sewage use charges for treatment at the Village of Aurora. At that point, when we know the numbers, we'd be back in front of you with those numbers, because the law allows for the people that are affected by this and the people that have to pay for it to petition to say, no, we don't want this, or yes, we want this, to force a referendum vote on whether the project should move forward or